Welcome to Roses and Thorns. I'm Kelly, and if you listened to the end of our Paradise 6 episode, then you know that Ryan and I recorded last night a very lengthy episode, 2.5 hours in total, and in post-production I realized that was a unreasonable length of an episode. So I have divided it into 2 episodes, and I'm doing this while Ryan's at work, so he's not here to do the introduction with me right now, but he will be here for the rest of the episode because it was recorded last night. So jumping in where we left off on Paradise 6 is with the Leo, Kendall, Joe love triangle drama. Kendall has learned that Leo kissed Chelsea. Leo becomes a titty baby, throws a tantrum. Who tattled? Who tattled? Kevin talks to him, and Chelsea's like, should I jump in? And everyone's like, no, ma'am. And that's kind of where we left off. So the next thing that's going to happen is that Kendall and Leo go to the daybed. And yeah, that's where we left off. You're all caught up and ready to listen. So let's just jump in. So Leo has this conversation with Kendall
on the daybed.
Yeah, and it's he tries to make it like it's her fault.
He was immediately on the offensive.
Yeah,
about I don't know. Go on.
No. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Though he was trying to make it her fault.
Yeah. Making up excuses and basically saying the exact same things that he was saying to Kevin. So it's he's just going back to the 3 excuses that he has, is that everybody's kissing everyone. Kisses are like handshakes. Yeah.
My favorite thing is Leo starts doing this thing where he's like, yeah, you're a catch. You're great. You're really wonderful. I don't know how you're single. And he's saying it like it's sarcastic,
yeah.
But it's he kind of meant it, and it's I
don't think he meant it. It had to have been sarcasm because he said it in such a sarcastic way, and I was confused, and I can understand from Kendall's side.
I was what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, it was so weird.
It was the thing where someone's thank you for doing the dishes. That was really nice of you. Where you're why are you saying nice things in an angry tone?
Yeah.
Where he was saying nice things and but it was it didn't seem sarcastic when he was saying it. It just sounded confusing.
But then it did turn into actual sarcasm. It's oh yeah, I really hope things work out with you and Grocery Joe. It actually turned into actual sarcasm. So I think a lot of it was sarcasm.
Yeah.
And then Kendall was just confused, and he was just going back and forth of actually meaning it and it being sarcasm and insulting her or whatever.
And I think why it was confusing is because it was in the same tone as, you're so fake. You're so fake. You you didn't mean any of this. You're just... And you're how are you even still single? You're so great, but you're such a good actor. And it's everything was in the same tone. That you're what is happening?
Yeah.
What of this do you mean? And Kendall's trying to be reasonable. She's
she's one of the she's it's amazing how she can actually react to things and take out the emotions out of her head and just react to what he's saying. Because if it was me, I'm I don't care what you want to say right now. You're just spewing off shit. I don't care what you want to say anymore. I'm leaving.
She's so good at communication.
Yeah.
She's so good at it. When she's I don't like that you're being condescending. It's
was he actually the definition? I don't think he was actually being condescending. I'm sure there's a word for it because English is crazy. But I just feel that wasn't the word.
I think he called her fake or whatever, which would be condescending, right? Or insulting, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe insulting's
It's
a
at
better
least
word.
Insulting.
But either way, it's that's not how most people would say it. I even added attitude to it when I said it because I can't say that without attitude. But the way she said it was very matter of fact. Obviously she's been through a lot of therapy, or her parents are therapists or something, where she's I feel this way.
She has a twin, so
know?
maybe they stay up all night talking about things, and have processed all of their feelings.
I don't think being a twin makes you better with feelings.
I feel like there's a better chance that
I mean,
you
neither of us
can
could
be
say.
having like, having someone to talk to
Maybe.
a lot about everything.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm making things up.
But anyway, so into the next episode, they're just like arguing.
Yeah.
And then Joe jumps in. And it's like, I think if he had done it sooner, then they wouldn't have been finished with their conversation. Like Kendall wouldn't have gotten to the point where she realized nothing was going to happen productively in this conversation. And if he had done it later, I think she would have just been like so frustrated. So I think he jumped in at a really good time where he's like, this is done. Like,
Yeah, because they were just going back and forth. Nothing was being accomplished from their talks.
Yeah, and I think Joe could like see Kendall's distress for like he waited as long as he could, and then he's like, I'm not okay with her being this unhappy right now.
Yeah.
And then I think
The next
that like
day?
kind of leads to.
A wild John appears.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and keep talking about Kendall and this thing. So John decides he wants to try to fuck things up with Kendall and Joe.
Yeah. Oh, one step back.
Oh sure.
So Kendall was talking about like, I can totally get it. That like, I think Kendall said like I was trying to get through to Leo about what he did wrong, but he was just a wall.
Yeah.
And I totally get the same attitude when like, or saying like mindset where it's like I need you to understand this. I need you to understand why this way is the better way of doing things.
Yeah, I get like that too. Or I get like really fixated on like I need you to understand this point of view. Yeah.
But so like I see why she was getting frustrated. She wanted to like, actually help Leo grow as a person.
Yeah.
And like how he can process this on his own a little bit and see how his actions are like hurting Kendall and whatever. So or like like next time you make out with someone, let the person that you're going out with know.
Yeah, like a life lesson. Whereas Joe's like it's not worth it.
Yeah. Okay. So
John.
So the next day, John, I don't know, they're just talking. John and Kendall are just talking, and they're like, "Hey, you want to go hang out in the cabana?"
Something like that.
And they're just talking, and I feel like I don't think there's a spark, but they can talk. They're comfortable with each other. That's what it is.
They seem compatible. Like looking at those two, like I would put them together.
Okay.
So they seem
would
compatible.
Be super boring though, except for Kendall wants to kiss everybody.
You think they'd be boring?
Yeah.
You think Kendall would be boring in any relationship?
Yeah.
I don't see her being boring.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
I mean, like, if she's not having picnics in a cemetery, which she can't on the beach.
No, but like, oh, so you mean for us to watch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's the goal in these relationships is for them to get so boring that we don't watch them because that means that they're actually like having a good time.
Yeah.
Like Tia and Colton were unbearable before they were happy.
I think Kevin and Astrid, I mean, they're actually...
We've barely seen any of them because like their relationship is good. That's the goal.
Yeah. So they're like talking and then suddenly it was just like a little like head tilt. Just like a small tilt.
Like he had his hand on her knee.
Sure.
And they're like all like
it's like a little flirting, but
whatever.
mostly just talking and then...
A little flirty? I'm sorry. You can be okay with another man's hand on my knee?
No.
Exactly. It's not a little flirty.
Okay. Anyways, it was just like a head tilt, and then that was it. And then they were kissing.
Yeah,
they were making out.
Yeah, but then like as soon as Kendall pulled away, like you saw like dead face where she's like, "There's obviously something happening."
Oops.
There's something happening upstairs because she like was not the same Kendall that went into that kiss.
She was like rebooting, computing things.
Rebooting. Yeah. So then she goes and talks to Joe. And
I'm surprised how quickly he kind of just glazed over the fact that she just made out with another person.
Right?
Part of it was because she said he kissed her.
Yeah.
Left out the fact that
she was a willing participant.
She was also kissing him.
Yeah.
Like, she went in for that kiss. They both went into that kiss equally.
If Kendall and Joe are still together and they're watching this right now, Joe just found something out.
Yeah.
Because that was not John kissing Kendall.
Right.
That was John and Kendall kissing.
But she did go to him right after.
She did. And then she just kept saying she had a curiosity with John.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
So what happens when she has curiosities with other people?
I know. Like, is this going to be a thing in the future?
I don't know, right?
I don't have curiosities about other people, just for the record.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm good. I've been single before. It's not worth it.
You don't want to be single anymore?
No, thank you. I'm good.
I don't either.
Okay. You want to put a ring on it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's here. You know that.
I know that, and I hate it. You're holding it hostage, and I don't know for what. I don't know what I got to do. What hoops I got to jump through.
I'm waiting for you to do that thing.
I got to set a hoop on fire and ride a motorbike through it, and then I get a ring.
A ramp with a bear with a fez.
I don't know, like the little red hat, right?
Yeah.
My grandpa had one because he was a part of the Shriners.
Fizz.
And they would wear the little red hats and ride on the little
What was that guy in the 70s show?
His name was Fez.
Fez.
Foreign exchange student. I gotta have like a little monkey on my back. Well, so once I do all that, I get the ring.
Yeah.
You can keep it. It's not worth it. Sorry.
Pixar didn't happen.
You're not even going to be there for it? What the hell?
I didn't know I was invited.
Of course you're invited. Where is it going to happen?
I don't know.
Our driveway.
Okay.
Jesus.
The whole neighborhood's invited.
The whole cul-de-sac. I don't know. So whatever. This leads to Joe and Kendall becoming exclusive?
I think so.
Because Joe says...
No, she says she's falling for him, and then he's falling for her.
Yeah, and then they say something else that made me think that they were like an item. And then Joe says, hopefully guys stop kissing my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so he said the word girlfriend, which makes me think there's like a real thing.
Yeah. I get that. Do we want to keep talking to...
I just want to add this quote. After Kendall and I... So this is from Leo. It's a quote from Leo.
Okay. So really
after Kendall and I got to know each other, we came to the conclusion that we weren't right for each other. That's one perspective.
Yeah, that's the one way of putting how that ended. Okay, bro.
There's some good quotes.
Okay.
Good quotes on this episode.
Do you want to talk about how he left? So that we're just done?
I think the rose ceremony is like a separate thing.
Okay.
So Benoit, Jenna, and Jordan, coming back to that thing.
So I think they start out with how she said, I think in some form, that she had made the decision that was best for him.
Yes.
And that's essentially what she said. And she was like, wait, no. And then she said it in a different way.
Yeah, because Benoit's like, you can't make decisions for me.
He was like, okay, sorry, I can't. But I did.
She said something along the lines of, I just made a decision that I thought was best for you. Like something along those lines.
It's almost exactly the same
where it's
thing.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I just made the decision that I thought was best for you.
Wait, no.
And Benoit was like, don't do it for me. Like, do it for yourself.
Yeah.
And then she kind of breaks down. She's like, I don't do a lot of things for myself, which then got me thinking, is this whole thing, like, is it because it's what she wants?
Or is she just trying to make both of them happy?
Well, she's not trying to make Benoit happy, obviously, because he doesn't get happy out of this. But she maybe already felt like some sort of like attachment or allegiance to Jordan, where like she wanted to make Jordan happy because she felt like she owed Jordan something, or like he's the one that she should be keeping happy because Benoit is like not like, she doesn't know him that well, right? She knows Jordan.
Sure.
So like I wonder if like was this at all for her? Or was this just to keep Jordan happy? That's what I was thinking.
I wrote down, I wonder if Jenna gets herself into these kinds of situations all the time.
I'm going to guess it's not the first time that this has happened.
Okay.
That's my guess.
It's just like, it seems like she has like the type of personality that it's very go with the flow, at the same time trying to make everybody happy. And
you can't do that. Like, you can't make everyone happy.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
So, I don't know, a combination of things. And it's just like, I think it's like spells disaster for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
And so it seems like she might get herself into these kind of situations a lot. And so Jenna's walking away crying in a hammock, and then Jordan finds her because the producers told her that she was crying in a hammock over there, probably. And then he's like, hey, what happened? And then she was explaining. He was trying to calm her down, but she was making kind of zero sense.
Yeah. I wish I would have wrote down what she said, because I was like, what? Yeah. It was something like, he's just making decisions for him or something. I don't know. We were like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Because being an outside party, jumping into this, like maybe even someone in like that was sitting next to them while that conversation was happening, and then Jenna trying to say that thing, you probably still wouldn't know exactly what she was saying or what she meant.
There have been times that I've been upset and you've come over and you're like, what's wrong? And I know that I can't explain it to you in a way that sounds rational at all in that moment. Like, there was one time I was upset because I just wanted to go to brunch. And you were like, did I say something? Did I do something? You're like trying to figure out what's wrong. I was like, I'm going to talk about it later. Like, I was like, no, you're fine. Because I knew that there was no way in that moment that I could explain that I was crying because I wanted to go to brunch. And we couldn't go to brunch. You kept trying. You're like, was it because I said this? And I'm like, no, it wasn't.
Well, it was. I think us not going to brunch was kind of my fault, wasn't it?
It was like there was like other plans that were supposed to happen or whatever,
and they just like didn't pan out.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what the situation was.
I feel like it was partially my fault.
No, it was the universe. It's fine.
Okay.
It was fine. And then we went to brunch the next day. It was fine.
Okay.
Or the next weekend or whatever. But yeah, we went to brunch.
So Jordan is trying to calm her down.
Yeah.
And then just like out of the words that eventually came out of her mouth was that he yelled at me. And then that's all it took.
And I don't think she even meant the word yelled.
She didn't.
Because she tried to take it back.
Yeah. But
she's
then
like, no, he didn't yell. He didn't yell.
It was too late.
Yeah, because Jordan heard he yelled at me. And he's like, nobody yells at her.
Mm-hmm. And then the part of me wants to think that, like, Jenna kind of likes that he's going over to him right now to, like, confront him.
Like someone who would like the drama.
Yeah. At least, like, that drama that's, like, protecting her or defending her.
Yeah. At least, like, a small part of her.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's a part that she, like, doesn't want to exist, she's still, like...
Doesn't that, like...
Does still kind of
wouldn't, like, part even the view like that?
A little bit, yeah. Like, it's, like... It kind of sucks, because it's, like, I don't want that. You don't want
the confrontation, but, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want that, and I don't want that part of me to exist, but it's like you can't, I can't say it's not there, you know? So don't, because the part of me that doesn't want you to do that is bigger than the part that does. So humans are complex.
Yeah, I get it. And...
yeah, so
okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's something about yelling. He goes over to, like, Benoit, and then, like, Wells is like, I didn't hear yelling.
Yeah, because he was right there.
Yeah. And it's like, Jordan is like, Wells is a credible source. He's like...
He's an outside source.
Unbiased third party that he's like, okay, I will believe him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I still don't like that you made her cry, or something like that.
Watch it, you.
And then something about the briefcase.
Yeah, and
His
then
briefcase.
I feel so
briefcase full of passion. They're like, what's in the briefcase?
Nothing.
It's just an empty briefcase full of passion.
Oh, it's a Louis. It's a Louis bag. It's a Louis bag.
Oh my god.
Right?
What's in your briefcase, Ryan?
Socks.
Oh, why socks?
Socks and underwear.
Why? That's so practical.
What part of me is not practical? Gel?
I don't know.
Do I have hair gel in there too?
That's also pretty practical. Wait, do you have is this like your extra underpants in case you shit yourself?
No, I don't.
When you go on vacation, like when you go
Do
on
I
a trip,
shit myself?
No, do you
No.
bring an extra pair of underpants?
Like
You bring one for every day, and then at least one extra pair.
at least one more.
in case something happens.
Just in case, I jump in a pool or something.
Oh, does that happen often?
No, but just in case.
Just in case, yeah.
Just in case.
You gotta have those just in case underwear. You have to have at least one.
Mm-hmm.
But if your trip's longer than a week, you need at least two.
Maybe.
At least
If
two
a
just
week,
in case.
I would just bring one extra. Maybe two, I guess, actually.
And if you're gonna be gone for 2 weeks, just bring all of your underpants. Just every single pair. For me, that'd be including the thongs, the backup.
Just in case. Just in
So
case.
you never know.
But they're not for accidents. The extras are not in case of accidents.
I mean, I
just
feel
want
like
to
you
be
need
clear.
you need accident underpants on hand.
I don't think so. Falling into a pool accident?
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So Benoit, after this whole thing, I feel really bad for him because he has no guy friends to talk
Yeah,
to.
all the people are all the guys are
They're all on Jordan's side.
which is stupid because he sucks.
He does suck. With Jenna, he sucks big time.
Would you want to be Jordan's friend, actual friend?
No.
If you had to choose to be friends with Benoit or Jordan, it'd be a pretty easy decision.
Yeah. Because Benoit,
right? We're
has
saying
some
Benoit. Okay.
has some chill in him.
Yeah.
Jordan's just he's kind of bipolar a little bit.
Outside of a relationship, Benoit seems like a normal person.
It really does. Outside of relationship.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then Benoit moves on to Chelsea because he's into blondes. That's fine.
Sure.
But
I just feel
as far as we can tell.
his name? Jordan. I feel like Jordan, just if he heard this podcast, he would lash out at us.
I hope so. I would love to get a response from Jordan.
I would too, but then it's just he felt threatened enough. Anything that threatens him, he has to respond,
If you or someone you know is Jordan.
Is Jordan?
Yeah. Please lash out at us. Please tell us your thoughts
Okay.
in a cool, constructive
friends
manner.
of
If you or someone you know is Jordan,
okay.
please tell us your thoughts. Call 1-800. I'm just kidding. Who the fuck calls 1-800 anything anymore?
Roses and Thorns Pod.
1-800 Roses and Thorns Pod. Okay, so Eric gets a date card very unexpectedly. And then he takes Angela, which we do expect.
Yeah.
But this date is magnificent.
Fucking. Oh my God.
This is the date.
Yeah, this is the date everyone wishes that they had.
For all the shut-in introverts in the world, which is almost every millennial right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is the date.
This is also when we kind of found right
This
before
is God on earth.
Before they go on this date. Angela has a booty.
Oh my God, she's got a booty.
Yeah.
Girl, okay.
She's the only person on the island that has, not the island, but on that beach that has a booty.
We're calling it an island. It's fine. Survivor. They've been black boxing people this whole time.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have no idea what's going on.
I mean,
because we're what is black boxed right now? It's their belly button.
Did they they had to I don't know, for them to be black boxing their butt, they have to be purposefully giving themselves a wedgie.
If Angela is the standard of what is the maximum that is okay to not black box, what are we seeing that is black boxed? Because we saw complete underbutt. We saw butt cleavage. There was there's nothing left for the imagination. We know what Angela's butt looks like.
Yeah.
And that wasn't black boxed. Mm-hmm. Was that a mistake?
There was like, I think when Jenna was talking to Jordan, she wasn't even, her front was like, not her vagina, but like it was a side profile of her, and they black boxed her butt.
Jenna was black boxed that entire conversation with Jordan on the beach when she's like rolling in the sand. She like covered up his feet. Like she was black boxed the entire time.
I don't get it.
And so like, I'm not sure what a black box means anymore. I thought it was a censor, but now I just don't know. Because, like, not that I think Angela's butt should have been censored. Her butt is a butt. It's fine. It looks like a butt. Like, it's a big butt, but it looks like a butt. Mm-hmm. I mean,
like, I'm not complaining
if
that
it's
they
Jenna's
didn't
front,
censor it. It's just...
then I understand if there's, like, bathing suits move, right? Like, if there was, like, something there that you're like, all right, modesty, we're going to black box that. But, like, butts are butts. You don't need to black box butts. But if Angela's butt wasn't black boxed, what do these other butts that were black boxed look like?
There were, like, penises hanging out.
Were they not wearing bottoms? Or the women got penises hanging out of their butts? What is happening?
I think so. Because I don't understand. Okay, back to the date.
Angela's got a booty. Back to the date.
Yeah. So it's in a luxury hotel. I think they have like, I call it the penthouse suite.
Probably. I don't know. I think penthouse suite usually means like you go up the stairs and the elevator opens into the room. Is that not always true? I've never been in a penthouse suite.
I don't have any.
Okay. Either way, it is one of the finest rooms at one of the finest hotels in Mexico.
Okay. Yep. And then so they have robes and they have slippers, and then it's like,
oh, sorry. They got the elevator and there's a person throwing rose petals on the ground in front of them.
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
So they don't only have to walk on rose petals, I guess. I don't know what that is. They get robes, they get slippers. There's go ahead.
There's a tower of champagne that was like, oh, okay, they're gonna spend all night drinking that. It's like, no. There is an entire tub full of ice with like 20 bottles of champagne.
Enough champagne for like a
whole party.
Pretty big party.
Yeah.
And then they open a bottle of champagne, ignoring the champagne tower
that they've already poured out, and that's going to go bad.
Yeah, it's just going to go to waste. Hopefully, it like was just colored water or something. And then there's like behind them on the couch, there's like these gold bars that are stacked.
Yeah. I saw that too.
Are they chocolate? Are they chocolate? I would guess they were chocolate.
Yes, they were chocolate.
Were you there? Were they chocolate?
Yes, they were chocolate.
The gold toilet, Donald Trump's toilet.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear a
ding dong.
Ding dong. Ryan, what's at the ding dong?
I thought it was.
What'd you think?
I thought it was cute that he was like, "Oh, hold on, honey, I'm gonna go get the door."
That was
like
cute.
Playing house really quick. And then so at the door was the biggest fucking sundae.
Oh my god, it looked so fucking good. So fucking good. Oh my god.
Yeah, it looked really, really good.
I was so jealous. Because I was like, obviously they can't eat that.
Yeah, no. They'll eat 5 bites of it. Because
right?
there's like
this is amazing.
Because there's shrimp and like lobster and shit over there. I'm going to go eat that. I'm sorry. I love ice cream. But I'm going to go eat that.
And then, ding dong. Cheese plate, which really should have came before the dessert. Let's be honest.
It should have. Someone wasn't planning this out very well.
No, but like it was like somebody told the hotel that 500 people were coming.
Nope, it was just 2. Okay, no, I'll talk about that later.
Like it was overindulgence. I understand, but like
it was such a waste of food.
It was. This date was a gigantic waste. It didn't need to be that much. It didn't need to be that big. I would have been fine with like a bucket of. That had 2 bottles of champagne. I'd be like, what? We can't drink 2 bottles.
Hopefully, they reuse all that food and drink for the quinceañera later.
The champagne can be reused very easily. That wasn't opened. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that giant sundae or whatever it was, like that's just going to go to waste. And all that
seafood.
And that sucks. Yeah, maybe they used it for the quinceañera. Yeah, it looked really awesome.
They found the one white guy in paradise to be the bellboy.
Yeah. He kind of. Oh, I don't know the actor's name. Never mind. He kind of looked like somebody. Eric says that he is all in.
Yes.
And he says these words, quote, Angela's the one, end quote.
And then, who walks in?
We're going to skip ahead a little bit for dramatic effect.
Cassandra.
Oh, wait. No, there was a cocktail. Sorry, there's a rose ceremony.
Oh.
We'll come back to that. We'll
Okay.
come back to that. No dramatic effect. Sorry. So, oh God, we're getting up to 2 hours right now. Yikes.
Well,
So,
just gotta keep going.
okay. Chris decides it'd be a really good idea to set up a work date for Crystal.
Yeah. Hold on, where is that? Hold on.
So he sets up, we see him lighting candles and stuff. We're like, oh, this is nice, like some sort of like romantic thing or whatever. And then we see yoga mats. And I'm thinking, oh no. Like, this is what Crystal does for a living. Why are you doing this to her?
Yeah, I didn't.
And then he says the actual words, like, I don't know how to do this. You'll have to teach me. And I'm like, oh, fucking Chris. You did not think this through at all.
He didn't.
And so Crystal's like,
You're gonna make me work. Because, like, he sees it as, like, a luxury or, like, gonna go work out or something like that.
Because it's going to be fun for him. It's going to be relaxing for him. But she ends up being the yoga teacher.
That's her fucking job.
Because even when she's like, okay, I want you to lead, he fucking does it wrong. He doesn't even know what downward dog is. And so she has to like show him things. And like, she has to actually like get up and push on his back and do all these things that a yoga teacher does. That is not relaxing. Yoga teachers don't do much yoga during the yoga class. Like they end up correcting everyone.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, somehow from that, Chris solidifies that he gets the rose for that night or the next night.
Connor's never mentioned again.
No, I don't understand how or why, but that's what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. So then we have the cocktail party, and this is when Leo goes on his rant, and he's like loses his shit, and he storms off like a titty baby, and he gives what I believe is one of the world's worst insults.
Yeah.
Grocery store bitch.
I don't. What?
How is that insulting?
Okay. You know that's an insult.
You know it's meant to be an insult.
Yes.
But how are you going to get so mad you want to fight him over it?
Yeah. So I don't understand how Joe got so angry about it. I would have just been like, that was such a bad insult. Because, you know, like that one time someone called me a gook. I was like, what? Where did that come from? Like, that's not even real.
Yeah,
like,
you were just so confused.
I'm so confused.
You're like, who says that?
Anyways, but yeah, it was just such a bad insult that, like, it just mostly should have just left him speechless. But, you know, Chicago boy is not going to let that go.
Here's the thing. If someone insults you with especially a terrible insult, laugh at them. Laugh at them, because that makes them the joke. That makes them they are gonna feel bad about their insult or whatever. I might feel bad that they said it, but at least they'll come up with better ones next time. But like, it gives you the power. If you laugh at their insults, you have the power. Then, if you get mad at their insults, they have the power.
Yeah, and Leo did win kind of from that.
Leo did win. He totally won from this because Joe comes up and tries to fight him, and the crew has to like separate them. And there's that one guy that like flies over Joe,
just like,
and pulls Leo away.
Okay, and Leo was sleaziest thing to do is that like Joe was being held back. He was being held back by another person, by one of the stage hands people.
Sure. Let's say stage hands. I like that. It's a theater word and I like it. Let's use it.
And then like while like Leo's just standing there with his drink, he throws his drink on Joe that's being held back.
Just like provoke him more.
Yeah.
Poking the bear.
Like what, like you already, like he's already being held back. You're gonna just punch him kind of like. You can argue that's like some form of assault by throwing something at someone, but it's like, it's not really.
I think it could be considered assault because like assault is like threatening to hurt someone or threatening to hit someone.
But
Like,
no
I
one's
think that
gonna
would be
get like
considered
mad
assault.
at, like, I mean, someone did get whatever. But you know, it's just just poking the bear, really.
Yeah.
Just a stupid, childish thing to do. To throw a drink on another person when they're being held back.
So stupid.
It's like you should just walk away or just stand there.
Like,
but you're gonna throw something on them too while they're like being held back. That's so stupid.
Like, you just didn't get
Such
punched.
a titty baby thing to do.
Count your blessings and move on.
Yeah.
What I loved about this is, like, afterwards we get so many great quotes from the cast. So, like, we have things like a Tarzan reference and like go back to the jungle or whatever. But Kevin is like, you don't talk to a woman that way, like, you don't say those things to women, blah blah blah. Safe flight home, pal. Because he's fucking Canadian and he thinks that that's a mean thing to say to a person.
That's so nice. Thank you.
I'll tell the pilot. Thank you. That's very wonderful. And then we have this like outtake of like Jordan like fixing his face and his hair or whatever,
and then suddenly snapping into character. And it's like, what the hell just happened?
It's so funny.
And like, it was almost convincing that was like his actual response to it.
Because, I mean, we know these responses are filmed after the fact, right?
It's so weird.
It was really funny. Colton gives Tia a little wiener date.
Yeah.
It was cute. Oh, I don't know if you caught this. So Chris comes back out. Chris Harrison. I don't know if he was out there in the first place when this all went down or not. But he comes out and he's like, Mrr. And Tia like gives him a compliment on his suit.
Yeah.
And Colton shoots her a look.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. It was
like, I don't know why. What was that?
I think it was like, it read to me as like, why are you complimenting another guy?
I know, but
like, it looked kind of like a jealous look, right?
It's fucking Chris Harrison.
It's fucking Chris Harrison. It's your dad.
Yeah, right. He's single, so.
But he's your dad.
Yeah,
right? Like,
I know.
You're not. That's not the
I
thing.
don't know why he reacted that way.
It was weird.
It was, I think, a little serious. Not like it's really, really mad, but like, hey, don't do that.
Yeah, it was kind of like a jealous thing, which is a little bit worrisome.
Yeah, because imagine like if it's not your dad, not a dad that does that, you know?
Yeah. And I wrote something about Jordan being cute-ish with Jenna. Do you know what that's about?
Let me go back up to them. No.
Okay, that's fine. So then there's 4 men vying for Chelsea's rose because she's the only single lady. Oh, the single lady. Oh, the single lady. She's not a single lady left in paradise.
I guess. Oh, we're going to talk about Chelsea now?
Yeah, let's talk about Chelsea.
Okay. So after Benoit basically is like, Jenna is off the table now. He's like, hello, Chelsea. So they like hang out.
Which is fine. Like, it's like he wasn't there long enough to really date people or get to know people. So like it kind of makes sense that he's now like looking at other women that aren't Jenna because he went in and like had his eyes on Jenna and went on a date with Jenna.
Yeah.
And now Jenna's not an option. So he's looking at other people.
Yeah.
And Chelsea's the only people he can look at. She's the only single one.
Yeah.
But she's his type. Like I told you last week, privately, not on the podcast, like super secretive.
Super secret.
That I thought that Chelsea is a better option for Benoit than Jenna.
Yes.
Because she reminded me more of Claire. Than Jenna. If you have Claire versus Jenna and Chelsea, Chelsea is more similar to Claire than Jenna.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I thought that Chelsea, if Claire was his type, then I thought Chelsea was more of his type than Jenna.
I really didn't think Claire was his type, but
it's the only reference we have because he was pretty head over heels for her.
Oh,
he engaged her in conversation and in life partnership.
So stupid. I'm sorry, Benoit, you're stupid.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. What were you
Okay,
gonna
so
say?
that was it. They just like they had that moment before the rose ceremony.
So I thought
before-
maybe they were going to be a thing.
yeah, I thought they were trying to work towards that.
And then we heard that Chelsea's rose was still available. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess her and Benoit are not a thing. Mm-hmm. That's fine. So David's like, hey, like as a friend, like keep me in mind for the rose. Like if you like, I want you to find love. So like if you find something, absolutely, like that's fine. But like otherwise, like I still want to find love too, which is I don't believe that. But David at least had the decency to be honest with her and be like,
So, like,
we're
trying to go
friends.
Yeah.
Like, this is why I want the rose. But, like, if you need it, that's fine, too.
Yeah.
So, like, that... I felt like David is one of the more decent guys in the situation.
Yeah, and I think Chelsea had said... okay, I won't go with that yet. Okay, so the next person's John that talks to her right before the rose ceremony. And...
He's very interested in her now that there's a rose on the line.
yeah. That's weird.
Because he didn't seem to notice her before when he didn't need a rose.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
zero interest.
Because him and Chelsea had been there the same length of time. He had plenty of time to get to know Chelsea.
And I forget what conversation they were having or who was having with who, but someone said that Chelsea saw the most potential with John. And I'm not sure if that's just a recent development because there are no other men. Like, of the 4 men that are vying for a rose, maybe that's what she's just kind of like said at that moment.
Sure.
Or if like she's thought that the whole time.
Yeah, it's possible she's had a crush on John this whole time. And so now he's like paying her attention and she says, oh, awesome. This is what I want. That's possible.
Yeah.
And then Connor's like, I'll throw my ring in the hat. Hat in the ring? My butt in the
ring.
butts. Whatever. Like, he's gets in on it too.
Fish on the lines.
The fish in the fry.
Fish in the fry and then the cat's in the cradle.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact. Connor only drinks tequila soda out of a champagne flute. Whatever.
Yeah. It's stupid.
So, of these 4 gentlemen, my vote was for Benoit. Because I felt like Benoit actually, like, if Chelsea chose Benoit and Chelsea would have continued to date.
Yes.
Which would have made it very difficult for any new people coming in.
Yes.
Because there were no people available.
Yes.
Because Benoit, like, falls hard. He falls quickly. He falls hard. You are his life. You are his world. You are his everything.
Fast.
I will buy you. What do you want? Right? Like, and I think...
Maybe that's why Claire liked him.
I think so, but how long can you handle that?
Exactly. That's why
You
they
know?
didn't last very long.
It was like, this is really great for a little bit, but then it sounds exhausting. But they're still in the part where that would have been fun. Right? But Chelsea, I don't know why I thought of the options, John would have been my last choice in this situation because John and Chelsea have been together since the beginning and John has not paid Chelsea any attention at all.
Because he's okay, I said this, okay, well, after
Go
Olivia
ahead.
comes in, he had kissed the most women.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird to
Yeah.
think about. And of that night, I think Chelsea had kissed the most men because she kissed everybody there. But okay, yeah, it was kind of
like David was at least honest with her and upfront. Benoit seemed to actually like want to pursue something with her.
and Connor's new.
Connor's new, so it's very possible that he would have had feelings for her. We don't know. Probably he didn't, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Right? We'll never know.
But John's been there the whole time.
John's been the whole time and has not showed her any interest.
Yeah.
And so I think he was the worst decision of the 3.
Because okay.
As much as I don't like David, of those 4, he would have been my number 2. I would have gone Benoit, David, Connor, John for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like in
Not for
this
the
situation for Chelsea, not like actual men. Right?
Yeah.
Rating system would be very different if I were just not blindly picking them, but
Yeah.
So everything goes according to plan, and then Chelsea picks John, and she's like upset that Benoit didn't say bye when she hurt him, and I don't think she understood that she hurt him. I think that was like her thing.
I
She's
mean,
like,
he
oh,
also
he didn't care, and he
falls
left.
hard fast, and I don't think
I don't think she understood
anybody
that.
really can really know how fast he falls.
Like, if she's watching it now, she's probably sincerely surprised by it. Like,
Yeah.
like genuinely, like, what the hell happened?
Like, I thought they had a fun couple hours, and then maybe they made out a little bit before the rose ceremony, and then that was it.
It seems like his interest
She had
in
just did the same thing with a few other guys too.
his interest in women, like the way that he like falls for them, is not that different than middle school. You know, where you're like, oh, this person and I like held hands in the hallway, so now we're boyfriend and girlfriend and we're gonna get married. No, that never happened to you.
Sorry, could you say that again? I was trying to think of like
I'm not gonna say it again.
I was trying to think of like when I have cried for a relationship.
Oh, yeah. So I guess like for men, it's probably like from a lot of men, it's probably different. He seems like an emotional man, and I think that's okay.
Yeah.
He's a very small brow ridge.
He wears his emotions on his sleeve.
He does, and I think there's nothing wrong
There's
with
nothing
that.
wrong with that. Absolutely not.
I think he's the least likely to shoot up a school, so that's good.
Who's the most likely to shoot up a school?
Oh, I don't want to talk about that. Let's not.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're almost done with this episode.
Okay, rose ceremony? Are we there?
I think they were done with the rose ceremony. Everything went the way we expected.
Right, yeah. So everything went the way we expected, and then Chelsea picked John.
I'm still learning how to talk on this microphone. I think that I've been very echoey this whole time, and I'm sorry because I can't hear myself. Because I think that I get off to the sides, and I think when I get off the sides, and like you're pretty good at talking directly on.
Okay.
So sorry if that's
Maybe
the
you need
case.
to use a
I'm still
different
learning. Huh?
Maybe you can use a different setting.
That's what I was thinking also. So I'll have to look into that and see if there's a way to make that happen.
Okay, so Benoit, Connor, David go home.
Yeah.
And they know him by Chicken. Which is just like so David because he like they like him.
They seem to like him. And I think it's just because he was like picking at Jordan. Sorry, pecking. He was pecking at Jordan. And once he stopped doing that, he was just
fine.
there. He was fine. We didn't see him, and so he didn't mind him.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just there. And then, like, I don't know, it just seemed like them calling him Chicken was either, like, a term of endearment or a way, or just, like, how impersonal he was to everybody else that he was just known as Chicken.
No, that's possible, too.
Yeah.
That's possible. I don't know. I think I'm also talking really close to the microphone.
No, that's fine.
God damn it.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
You're not listening to it, so you don't know. Sorry, guys, if you're listening to this. If you're not listening to this, then fuck you.
Whoa.
They're not listening. They wouldn't ever know I said that. If they're not listening,
So you're talking
they
about
never
the
know.
people, but what if the people that are listening tell the people that aren't listening?
That's fine. You can tell your friends. Fuck you. I'm wine drunk at this
Kelly
point. So.
Okay, you want to talk about Kevin?
Let's talk about Olivia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's
I
talk
want to
about
talk about Olivia.
Okay, so she walks in and she is striking out.
Yeah, because
Striking
everyone's
out
coupled
with
up.
Everybody, yeah, everyone else
She
is.
talks to Joe. Joe's like, I'm with Kendall. Talks to Camille. Camille's like, I'm with Annalise. And I'm like, oh, that's cool because like you haven't been together that long. That's awesome.
I think he hesitated a little bit too.
I understandably, honestly,
very
because like
new.
they're the newest relationship.
Yeah.
Besides the very serious relationship of John and Chelsea. I keep wanting to call her Kelsey. All of a sudden.
Too. Oh, it's because I was doing it.
That's probably why.
Yeah. I'm
Fuck
sorry.
you, Ryan.
Fuck you. Shut your beautiful face.
Oh, baby.
Shut it up.
Okay.
Okay. So Olivia finally talks to John, and then like, of course, John says yes because John.
John says, "quote He's not pursuing anyone."
Yeah, and so which he kind of isn't.
Oh, it's interesting. He's not pursuing anyone now. There's not a rose on the line because he was sure as hell pursuing someone yesterday when he needed a goddamn rose.
Yeah, he was. He was. Did Chelsea look like she had a reaction? She had
Chelsea was not happy about this because she realized she made a bad decision.
Because
she was so torn about the decision. She didn't know. She'd 25% chance of actually getting it right. You know, she didn't know who to choose. And so she chose John. She took a chance. And then the first chance he gets, he stabs her in the back.
Yeah.
Like, you're allowed to date other people, but like she thought this was going to be like maybe her chance to like actually have a romance, because literally every other person on the island is a couple.
Hopefully they start bringing in like men and women.
No, they're not going to. And here's my problem with this show. The premise of Bachelor is to find love.
Yeah.
Correct? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Have all of these people seemingly found a person that they could spend at least the next couple of months with?
Weeks? Yeah.
Sure, weeks. Okay. So they've all found someone that makes them happy for the present moment that they want to continue to pursue a relationship with. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Then why are we bringing in other people? Why are we trying to fuck this up?
Okay.
They are literally just trying to cause drama at this point, trying to break up relationships. They are trying to ruin relationships. They are not trying to make
At
relationships.
this point, yes. What they should be doing is once people have established themselves as a relationship, like
They should be able to go-
Tia and Colton go to the couples island.
Yeah.
Or island, yeah, sure, island
Couples
or beach
island.
or whatever.
I'm gonna call it couples
so
island.
that like instead of them wasting space, they can bring in 2 more people for the people that are still single to possibly find a new
Yes,
person.
I love this idea. Thank you. Can you be the next producer?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Did
I
you
don't
like
think
my
there's enough
interrogation? My lawyer skills? Is this a show for romance? Yes or no? I did mock trial in high school.
Did you really?
So, yeah, I played Dr. P.K. Gupta. Do I look like a Dr. P.K. Gupta?
No.
That was my role. That was the role I was given. I was born to play it. I was a witness.
PK doctor?
Dr. P.K. Gupta.
Okay. So
I don't know what my first name was.
So maybe you married.
Maybe I married into it.
Married into that name.
It was Penelope Kumar Gupta.
Kumar?
I don't Kelly.
You changed your
Why did
middle
I say
name?
Kelly? Why did I just say Kelly? Jesus. That got real loud for a second. Wine drunk Kelly gets real loud. Okay. Let's see if I can read those numbers later.
What did they do on their date? They went to a kitchen. It was like the most
so fucking awkward. Ryan, you walk into a random ass party and there's a dance floor. Do you go stand in the middle of it?
No.
What the hell are you thinking, guys?
Okay,
the world doesn't revolve
feel-
around you because you're on The Bachelor.
I feel like maybe the producers were like, just go up those stairs. It's right there. It's right there. And then they walk up there and it's just like this party. It's like, well, it has to be for us, right? Like there's the cameras right there.
Because the crazy things happen on this show.
Yeah.
So, like, it's believable that there'd be a party for you, but it's also like, what the hell?
Yeah, right? And so
There's
like,
all these people dressed
and the
up.
cameras are there.
Like, it looks like a fucking wedding.
It looks like a wedding, and then so like they decided to walk onto the fucking dance floor.
No, you stand awkwardly off to the side. That's what you do.
And
That's
you
what you
wait-
do at any party.
You don't walk onto the dance floor.
Oh my god. So yeah, they go into like a quinceanera. And they like
Why?
why a quinceanera? I don't know.
Okay, I mean, besides
Culture, I
maybe like
guess?
weddings, it's like the next biggest party.
I guess just like to experience the culture, I guess. But like that's super weird to invite strangers to a party.
Okay, so I think what happened is that maybe it is a big part of Mexican culture, and then at the same time, the Bachelor was like, "We will give you a bunch of money for this quinceañera if you let us crash it."
Yeah, that's possible. Because, like, they sat them at a table of at least, like, some people who speak English.
Yeah.
Because, like, he was able to say, like, you crashed the right party. Which is, like, very colloquial English.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not even convinced he's from there. You know, like, maybe
Yeah,
he
his
is.
English
But, like,
was
his English was
really good.
good.
Like, he was either born here and went back to Mexico, or he came here when he was very, very young.
Yeah, like, he
Like 5.
He didn't learn English as a foreign language. Like, he spent time living in an English-speaking country because his English was very good. Unless, like, maybe his mother is, like, a native English speaker. That's possible, too. Like, he's, like, learned English natively. Anyway, it was extremely awkward.
Yeah. But it looked like after that awkwardness was over that they had fun.
Yeah, it did.
Once they started dancing and then like John
He cut a rug.
Cannot dance.
Oh, he cut a rug.
He cut a rug in a bad way. I don't know.
So then Cassandra comes in from Juan Pablo season.
Yeah. Well, that was like several seasons ago, wasn't it?
I think she said it was 5 seasons ago. It was a while ago.
It was
She's not old enough for it to be
2014.
too much longer than that.
2014.
Okay.
So that was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
4 seasons ago, yeah.
She's pretty.
She's pretty. She looks like that one actress from Firefly or Deadpool.
Yeah.
Her name is Marina Macaron.
That's her? Macaroon.
I kind of have a small crush on her.
No, she's super cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get coffee with her.
Okay. Cool.
In the words of Joe, in regards to Cassandra, she's got big boobs. Joe,
She does.
Joe, you can't just say that shit though. Like, what the hell? Come on, man.
Can I say that?
Play it cool.
Can I say that?
No.
No?
No. Are you talking about me?
I mean, you do have big boobs. But
You
like,
can't say that about people.
okay.
No.
Okay. Can I tell? No. Can I tell you that she has big boobs?
Privately?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
You don't announce that to a camera. Jesus.
No, I swear I've told you that someone has big boobs before.
It can be an observation that you make one-on-one.
Uh-huh.
You don't tell a camera. It's just rude.
Okay.
It's rude.
But she has big boobs.
I honestly cannot say yes or no to that. I think she has average sized boobs in a very small frame.
Eric says she has a booty, doesn't she? Like,
I think he said she had a booty. I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that either.
Honestly, her outfit was cute though. I was more like, how did she have children and her body's way better than mine? Which is also I think about Chelsea. So anyway, so she talks to Colton and he's like, there's a couple of guys who would go on a date with you, but as far as we see, he doesn't tell her who.
yeah,
Which
that's
is
not very
unhelpful.
helpful.
Oh, thanks. One of the 9 guys here might go on a date with me. Wonderful. And then Eric, fucking Eric, who thought Angela was the one and who had just said the night before he was all in with Angela,
Yeah.
is suddenly open.
I'm open.
Open.
Fucking Eric. What the fuck?
Open.
You're dumb.
And he says yes to the date. And luckily he at least goes and talks to Angela. But like, he might as well not have, because he's not making sense. Like, he says that that's how he felt yesterday. He was all in. And then he woke up today and he suddenly felt differently. Oh, you mean when there wasn't a rose on the table?
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Seems to be like a motivation whenever there's a rose in play, doesn't it?
Yeah, which is why I'm never going to give you roses. Because I don't want it to be a factor.
You know, I've probably never given you a rose.
That's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Other flowers
It's been
are
a
fine.
lot of lilies.
Other flowers don't have the
Lilies-
same meaning behind them.
Lilies, like, make the whole house smell nice.
They do. They're really nice. And they bloom really big, so they take up a large portion of the bouquet also, which is nice.
They do have those, like, anthers that, like, stain shit yellow.
Oh, God. When the leaves fall off and then shit falls down, yeah, that's annoying as hell. But lilies are really pretty when they're not dying. And they smell good.
We'll have to put, like, a thing, like a drop cloth
Like a pea
or something.
pad? Oh.
Training pad for the lilies.
Yep. Put diaper on it. Just put diaper on the bottom of the vase.
Just cover it. Put it in a glass.
Like Beauty and the Beast? Okay. That's an option.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Poke some holes in it so it has some air to breathe.
Oh, like a frog in a box.
Or like fireflies.
Oh, sure. You don't poke holes in a
caterpillars?
jar. Fireflies go in a jar, so you can see them while they die.
What do frogs go in?
Shoebox?
Shoeboxes. But how do you see them?
You don't.
You just have a frog?
You just have a bunch of holes cut in it, poked in it, and then eventually they jump out of it because it's a shoebox.
I've told you I had a frog before, right?
No.
I had a frog. His name was Alfred.
Did you get him off the streets?
I got him at Petco.
He was a domesticated frog.
Yeah.
Got it.
He didn't eat anything the whole time I had him for several months. I don't know how he survived. I figured that all the food I was putting into his thing with like all the nutrients that was coming off of the bugs and stuff into the water was soaking into his body so that he was somehow staying alive.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't think so either. But like I have no other way of explaining how he survived.
He was eating bugs that flew around your room.
Months. No, he was in a cage the whole time.
Oh, really?
And then one time I took him out and then I lost him. And then it took me about 5 hours to find him. And he just happened to be in a towel.
Oh, no. This is why children shouldn't have pets.
Like
It's just cruel.
It's also like, I mean, I was an adult.
How old were you?
Like 18. But also, I don't think my parents knew I had a frog in my fucking room.
Oh my God,
so,
baby.
Like, imagine them like fighting a frog in their house.
Oh my God. You hid that from your parents for months?
Yeah.
How?
Don't go in my room.
Oh my God, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Anecdote.
Okay, so
was that it? Was there
oh God, that's it. It's been 2.5 hours. Yeah, that's it.
Kevin and Astrid, they had a little cute date.
Oh, yeah.
TV, watching the sunset. It's cute, happy and content. They were also watching Tia and Colton being weird with wieners.
Yes, they were, and they were like a little bit jealous because they were eating vegetables.
But they had so many hot dogs, they could have shared it.
They definitely could share. They could have. I thought they were gonna have a hot dog eating contest.
Because it was like, you tell these Mexican runners to go find some hot dogs in this weird town, and they're like, okay, and then so they like get hot dogs, and they get like they get 50 hot dogs because they don't know who it's for.
They don't know who needs the hot dogs. Yeah, get the hot dogs.
And it was like, oh, what do you eat with hot dogs? Peppers, tomatoes, ketchup, mustard,
and you're like, oh, sorry, I actually needed 2 hot dogs. They're each gonna share them.
Like, it costs $500, please. Thank you.
Any other things you want to say? Those are like other little moments, but I skipped over those for time's sake.
I don't think so.
Okay. So shout outs to this week's top 5.
Yeah. Who?
Washington is still number 1.
That's weird.
Texas is number 2.
Gosh, how long is our episode right now?
It's very long. California, Ohio, and Maryland. That's our top 5. And still an honorable mention to Sweden.
Why Sweden?
Because we're awesome in Sweden. Didn't you know? So, okay. We're learning some lessons. Oh, shoot. One, that I might have just ruined everything. No, I didn't. Okay. 1, I think we're funnier on wine. But 2, we have a lot more trouble staying on topic on wine.
That's true. I think these Paradise ones are especially long.
I mean, I had 5 pages of notes here. Like, it's
I mean,
nuts.
I have... I don't know how many pages this is. 1, 2, 3...
4 Google Doc pages worth of notes? 5 Google Doc pages worth of notes. Like, this is... like, there's so much drama and shit that's happening. Whatever. If you don't listen to this whole episode, that's fine. I don't care. You're not even to this point yet. I'm probably sure. Like, everyone's going to stop listening before they get here. If you listen to this point...
high five.
High five. I don't know.
Good job.
If you listen to this point, find us on Twitter. at Roses in Thorns Pod. We know it's a terrible Twitter handle. Nothing we can do about it because all the good ones are taken.
I tried today to find some different variations of it.
Did you try messaging anyone to see if we can get theirs?
I can try to do that.
If Roses and Thorns will give us their fucking Twitter, that would be great. But for now,
I mean, roses and thorns is like such a ubiquitous like phrase that I feel like they're gonna be hard set to like let go of it. $50.
sure. But right now, we are Roses in Thorns pod.
The letter N.
The letter N. Roses, the letter N, the word thorns, the word / abbreviation pod. Rate, review, and subscribe. We'll have another episode probably more like in 2 weeks rather than next week. Hopefully that's the finale. And then we'll be checking in when updates happen in the Bachelor world.
Yeah, like who's the bachelorette and who's the bachelor.
Yeah, Bachelorette, I think we won't find out until
And if there's any like
later. But
random
any
news.
engagements or breakups or anything that's like major,
Yeah.
you know, like when Tia and Colton inevitably break up if it's not during The Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah.
I don't know, probably just tweet that. But whatever. Like if there's anything major that happens, we'll do like a quickie. So.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy our
2.5 hour podcast this week.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love you.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no, where's the stop button?